My name is Derek Jessup, and I am the Director of PPM Systems and Process Excellence at Alcon Laboratories. Alcon is the global leader in eye care, and we produce products that help people's vision. That can range from anything from a contact lens to surgical equipment to replacing a lens in your eyeball. As a medical device company, some of the key challenges that we face in our industry is really just getting the products to the market quick. So everybody is innovating, and since we're the global leader in eye care, we need to maintain our presence, and so we just have to reduce the time to get there, but also the cost to get there. Planisware has benefited us in being able to challenge our assumptions. So we initially, during our implementation, created project templates, and those templates were based on the normal process to develop the product that we were thinking of. And through the course of time, by utilizing that template and having project actuals placed in the projects, we're able to go back and validate the assumptions in that template and challenge the validity of the duration, the cost, and the resources associated with that template. And by doing so, we've been able to reduce what we thought was a development time of greater than 1,000 days to about 350 days. Using Planisware and having all the projects in one system, having all the costs in one system, we were able to meet a challenge of a budget reduction without impacting the ultimate goals of the project. So without delaying any milestone, we were able to achieve our cost reduction by determining what activities were on the critical path, what spend was on the critical path, and basically labeling those as those can't change. Anything else that was not on the critical path, we had the potential to delay. So we were able to delay some activities without having to cancel projects, without having to delay projects, and meeting the constraint that was put in place, but never impacting the project itself. Alcon uses Planisware for, basically the starting point was, if an R&D associate was working on something, that project was in Planisware. So initially our thought was new product development, but it has expanded from there. So it includes things from basic research to post-market support activities, phase 4 studies, alliance management, and organizational capabilities. It really starts at the top of the company with our executive leadership team. Those individuals really keep asking us, what is the value that I get from the budget that we give you annually? So what is the value of our portfolio at any given time? Beyond them, it's really the R&D leadership team. They need to know, what are the milestones? What are the objectives annually? What are the objectives that we're going to hit over our strategic horizon? So we utilize Planisware to answer those questions. Another layer in the organization is really the project teams. They utilize Planisware to be able to execute the projects as they have been approved through our governance model. The types of decisions that are being addressed from the data we have in Planisware surround strategy, portfolio prioritization, collection of an annual budget, collection of strategic plans. What is the long-range forecast? What does the long-range plan look like for the number of product launches we're going to have? Submissions, approvals across all the projects that we have in the system. It's really just anything happening in R&D we're able to address through the use of Planisware. And being able to show from data in the system how a project is going to affect a budget, the strategic plan, our corporate initiatives, being able to use the data to help drive those decisions. Some of those are based on hiring decisions. So we have all of our projects in the tool itself, and we plan all the resources that are on those projects. And we're able to make assessments of where we're going to have constraints in the future, and we're able to justify hiring of new associates or contractors to support those projects going forward. We've also been able to support our financial process to generate an annual project budget from the tool, from a bottoms-up perspective. And being able to track that budget very closely. So we have a very tight margin of a +1% to -3% tolerance variation from our budget, and we're able to meet that by utilizing the capabilities that Planisware has offered us. We moved from a distributed model where people had files on their personal computers to a consolidated single source of information. That information includes project schedules, project cost, internal resources as well as external resources, as well as interfacing with our financial ledgers so that we can have a closed loop process from a plan perspective to an actual perspective.